Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is my pay-per-view review of Dragon Gate's first ever pay-per-view, and this was an amazing show. I'm going to say that this is the pay-per-view of the year by far, and it's probably even the show of the year. I know some people are debating over what's better, the Dragon Gate pay-per-view, or Super Card of Honor 4, and I think it blows it away. You know, Super Card of Honor 4 only had three matches that were must see to me. But this every single match on here is pretty much, you know, a 4-star match. This was unbelievable. All right, so let's get right into it. Dawn Marie came out and introduced herself and said hello to the fans, and then we got into it right away. We get YAMATO versus BxB Hulk. This was a solid opener by far. I'm gonna say, I don't know, it's debatable. This is probably the pay-per-view opener of the year, and this blows away any opener that Ring of Honor had all year. It's even better than Roderick Strong versus Jay Briscoe. So yeah, YAMATO and BxB Hulk, they just had a nice, solid, like 15, 17-minute match. YAMATO was kind of working over BxB Hulk's legs most of the match, but then BxB hit a lot of nice combination kicks. That was a lot of good kicking combos. He looked very good here. Then eventually later on in the match, he went for a Phoenix Splash, and that kind of, that kind of killed his legs. So then eventually after that, there was a lot of good near falls, just a lot of great suplexes from YAMATO, and then yeah, I mean this is just a very solid opener. So from there, we get the Chikara showcase match. Yeah, definitely a great decision to book this match on the show. After everyone sees this match, the Chikara DVD sales are going to increase a lot because this match definitely delivered. It's very fun. This is probably the most fun match I've seen all year. Let me break it down first. We get Icarus, Hallowicked, Orisis of the Osirian Portal, and Grand Akuma versus Mike Quackenbush, Jigsaw, Fire Ant, and Soldier Ant. This was an amazing match. The thing that made this so special was the variety of talent here. Just a lot of just had a great variety of characters, and everyone in this ring just busted their ass and just brought something different to the table. It was just so fun. And like I said, Chikara, the fact that Chikara and Dragon Gate are co-partners is a great move for them, and I definitely great to see Chikara on pay-per-view, and this is get a lot of fans into their promotion. So from there, this is the match I was most looking forward to. We get Masato Yoshino versus Dragon Kid. From the Super Card of Honor matches, the 6-man tags that the Dragon Gate guys have had, these two guys really impressed me more so than anyone, and it just was the logical thing to put these two guys in the ring, and they just did their thing. You pretty much would get what you expect from these guys. Yoshino is fast as hell. He's by far the fastest guy I've ever seen in a ring. And Dragon Kid, he pulls off some of the sickest moves I've ever seen. These two just clicked here like they always do. Yeah, this is very solid stuff. This is must-see stuff. I was just a little bit disappointed, but Yoshino he wasn't like going 100 miles an hour like we see him do in the tag matches, but still, these guys just have amazing chemistry, and it was a privilege just watching this. Okay, so next up we get, this is surprisingly maybe the best match of the night. We get Cima and Yokosuka versus the Young Bucks from PWG. This is great for exposure for PWG. I think this is the first time PWG talent has been on pay-per-view, so this is great for them. Yeah, this just exceeded my expectations. The Young Bucks were better than I've ever seen them here. Both these teams just worked extremely hard. They were both these teams, it seemed like they had tunnel vision. They were pretty much perfect with everything they did. They pulled out a lot of sick stuff. Cima did a double stomp off the guardrail. That was sick. And the Young Bucks hit a lot of nice combination spots, and just excellent tag team match here. Yeah, this is the best Young Bucks match I've seen. And Cima looked great here as usual. Cima's probably the most respected Dragon Gate guy. The thing about Cima, he's got to give him a lot of credit because he's responsible for getting Dragon Gate more involved in the United States with companies like Ring of Honor, PWG, and now this Dragon Gate USA thing. I'm sure he had a lot to do with that. And Gabe Sapolsky. Now let me talk about Gabe Sapolsky for a bit, because this is the first show we're getting to see since he got fired from Ring of Honor, and I think he has a lot to be proud of. He definitely delivered probably the show of the year here, and eventually I want to do a video talking about the differences between Gabe Sapolsky and Adam Pearce, the current booker of Ring of Honor, because I think there's positives and negatives between both of them. But that'll be for another video. But yeah, Cima and Yokosuka versus Young Bucks. This is probably the match of the night. Or it might be a toss-up. Maybe the main event was the match of the night. It's hard to say. In retrospect, I don't know. But this is for the Open the Dreamgate Championship. You're getting Naruki Doi versus Shingo. Just an excellent match here. Tremendous intensity. Naruki Doi slimmed down a lot. He looks like, he definitely improved his physical conditioning, and he looks even better in the ring. And Shingo, a guy a lot of people weren't too impressed with back in 2006. I think he's one of Dragon Gate's official homegrown talents, which he was trained in the official Dragon Gate dojo. So, Shingo, a lot of people were kind of down on him in 2006, and then eventually, or 2005, 2006, and then eventually he just got better every year. And look at him now; he's the main eventer now. These two just clicked really well. Just tremendous intensity, a lot of sick stuff here. This was just very well executed, and just a great way to close off the show. By far, I'm telling you guys, you've got to see this show. Even if you're not a professional wrestling fan, you're going to find this enjoyable. It's athleticism, it's maneuvers, it's chemistry like you've never seen before. And, those of you guys that are frustrated with WWE and TNA, I mean, forget that stuff. For the month of September, forget about ordering those pay-per-views and save your money and buy this pay-per-view. It's only $14.95, and I guarantee you it's going to blow everything away. And it's by far the show of the year. I even think it's better than Supercard of Honor 4. Supercard of Honor 4 is a great show, but I just had some problems with some of the matches. Not everything on that show was, glamour and gold. It just, some of those matches just fell flat. But this here, you get no filler, and then, Gabe Sapolsky, I think he made an effort to not book so much talent for this. That's why we get a lot of one-on-one singles matches. But every match got a lot of time, and it was just no filler. Everything was just friggin' awesome. So check it out, the Dragon Gate pay-per-view. Enter the Dragon live on paper, or not live, but taped on pay-per-view. I think it's going to be airing throughout September, I believe. So yeah, definitely try to get a hold of this show. And I'm out. All right.